Hello and welcome to the screencast for the Fluids and Electrolytes chapter. Yay, crowd goes wild. Big applause. All right. Start off with body fluids. So you're mostly water, we know that. Your water is found in three main compartments. Now it looks a little confusing here because I have three compartments and then I have ICF and ECF with two inside of there. But the three ones are really all the fluid that's inside of your cells, which accounts for about 2/3 of all of your water. So you've got trillions of little cells, and the water in each of those, though in each one it's a tiny amount, adds up to be about 2/3 of your total body water, with the extracellular fluid, that being fluid found outside of the cells, accounting for the remaining 1/3. Now, of that remaining 1/3, 20% of it is the liquid portion of your blood, your plasma. The other 80% is what's called interstitial fluid, and we talked about that in the lymphatic system. So interstitial fluid is just fluid that's kind of milling around in between your cells. Ultimately, it'll make its way back to the lymphatic system and back into the bloodstream as plasma, but you're well aware of that. Now, just up here at the top, notice that you get kind of drier as you get older. Men and women are close, 10% off for your standard average person. That's because males tend to have more skeletal muscle, which is 75% water. Females carry a little bit more adipose tissue, which is only 20% water. So males are waterier. That's not the way to say that. So here's a little figure that kind of breaks it all down for you. Kind of nice and easy to understand, I hope. Your solutes, stuff in your water. So even your liquids aren't pure water. Your plasma is not water. The fluid inside of your cells isn't just water. So there's lots of stuff dissolved in it. These solutes can either be what are called electrolytes, which are charged and dissociate into these charged particles. So when you put sodium chloride in water, those two atoms separate as a sodium ion and a chloride ion. Ergo, electrolytes, because they're charged particles and they actually carry a charge too. And the others are non-electrolytes. That's everything else. So big molecules that are covalently bonded together but still dissolve are not considered electrolytes. How does fluid move between these compartments? It's not just stuck in your cells or stuck in your plasma. If this little diagram here is kind of nice. So here's our ICF. These are inside of our cells. Here's the interstitial fluid. That's the fluid between the cells. And then there's the blood. So when I breathe in oxygen, let's just see how it goes. It goes into my lungs, goes into the blood first, then moves into the interstitial fluid, and then into cells down at my body tissues. Carbon dioxide goes the opposite way. But as you can see, you kind of go from plasma to interstitial fluid and then interstitial fluid to cells and vice versa. You don't go from the blood straight to the cells, even though that's kind of how we think about it. It's not true. You got to go through this middleman first. And I show you here that between the plasma and the interstitial fluid, IF, it goes across the capillary wall. So this would be the capillary wall right there. And then to get from the interstitial fluid to the intracellular fluid, you have to go across the plasma membranes right there. Here's a little finishing move right here. Most of your sodium and your chloride, I capitalize that, are found in your plasma or your interstitial fluid, so these spots, whereas most of your potassium and phosphates are concentrated in the intracellular fluid. That's it for the first short video.